Hi, dear friends. This is Maestra. I hope you are doing well. I'm so happy to come with this tag created by Chanel, the Midyear Tarot practice, to share with you where I am at with my tarot and oracle decks, and also kind of check how I am doing. With my goals that I have set at the beginning of this year. I made a series of videos about, what I want to use, where I want to go with my cards, what are the things that I felt missing from the last year, and we will see together how I went through. So, the first question is, what is the most used deck for this year? And I must admit, these two come together. I put them in this pouch that fits so perfectly with, and I call this one the No Name Tarot deck, but I just discovered its name, and I think it's called Moon Mara Tarot deck. So I didn't take it with me on my trip this month, but I was missing it, to be honest. It's a tarot that fits very well with me, and it fits very well with this oracle deck, which is the Soulflower deck. So these two decks have been kind of my companions for the last months before I leave, and they made very, very beautiful combination that fits so perfectly for some readings. The cards are so gentle, but at the same time they give the client what is needed. And also, what's funny enough is that there are those decks you want to pick for your readings when you do session, but also when you do readings for yourself. And this one has been there for me for these both categories, for myself and for others. I do not hesitate to take it for anything that comes, like a question or inquiry, quick questions, very beautiful colors. It's I don't know, it's really my, and you will see it again in the next question, which is my tarot crush. So this is kind of like my tarot and oracle deck crush for this year, definitely. But I had others too, and that's what I'm going to share with you for the next questions. So the second question is a new tarot deck that I have received in my collection. And the last one is the Tarot Landscapes. My story with this deck is quite amazing because I was leaving for Ireland and I kept having this image of this deck, and I knew it was out, and I was thinking about getting it, but it stopped. It didn't stop coming to me as like its images, seeing it everywhere. And when I saw the prices, I was like, this is like too much for now. I'm like I'm going on a trip. I don't think I'll be able to have it for now. But then I went out with my friend and I got into a bookshop and I found this deck like a really good price, like very, very good price. It's in Portuguese. So, and that was just like one day before I go. So that I was like, okay, I know this deck wants to come with me. And I mean, if you went to Ireland, you know that it has beautiful landscapes, and it feels that the energy of this deck wanted to accompany me and inspire me in accordance with the places I was going to. So yeah, so sorry about that, but so this deck is kind of I feel that it has this bird aspect because it allows us to have a general view of these different landscapes, but at the same time it's so subtle in the messages, but also very accurate, really accurate, especially regarding the events I used to have during the days or advice. Very interesting. And also, before I leave, I wanted to find the best combination with it. And the Faceted Garden, I think it's the Oracle deck, they I found so many good combos with this one. I might do a video for that, but this one wanted to come with it and they fit really nicely. It's as if this one has a general view, and this one will talk about the subtleties, the subtleties of it, the themes, and so on. So they really worked very well together. And I think I didn't finish my journey with them because I'm still. This is what I'm using for now. I'm still exploring them. And now that I'm back, I have lots of other decks to use with. So that's why I want to share in one of our next videos. Very, very nice discovery and synchronicity. So for the next question, my most anticipated deck is the Bees Tarot. I won't show it because I don't have it yet, but it's everywhere. You will see it, of course, for love for the bees, but also if you want to kind of, at the Temple of Roses, we are working on some of the animals and archetypes, and the bees are one of them. So I'm really, really anticipating that one, having it maybe sometime in the next months. The next question is my biggest disappointment. Now, I wanna really stress this out. It's not a disappointment regarding the deck, because this is a beautiful deck. It's a disappointment of my relationship to this deck, because I was expecting to get like really a friend, but the more I use it, the more I don't feel it speaks to me like other decks. I feel it's a silent deck, and I don't get much from it. I don't get like a lot of substance from it. It's a beautiful deck. I really, really, really appreciate it, and I really find it beautiful and lovely. But the thing is that I have nothing. I have nothing. And it feels like that's the goal of the spacious tarot, is to make space, to get the messages for it. But it asks from me of extra effort to connect with its imagery, and it's very lovely. I would expect like really easy reading with it, but it's not. It's not easy. It's not fluid. It misses fluidity. So I'm really thinking of rehoming it. I'm just gonna give it a try again and see. But this has been my big disappointment this year. My biggest surprise, however, it was the Moonchild. The Moonchild Shadow Edition. Again, when I received it, I was like, not sure I'm gonna keep it. I prefer the Moonchild Golden version and the Golden Edition, but I give it a try. And I'm really happy that I did that, because I am having very beautiful readings from it. You see that I'm mixing it everywhere. It's a very nice deck. I think we are constructing a friendship of long term together, and as much as I love the Moonchild, like the Golden Edition, which is one of my favorites, I think it's gonna stay that way for now. But this one made its place, and it's more approachable, I would say. It gives really very good advice. It allows me to open the portal to my inner wisdom, to channel and find some answers. And I found many combos, beautiful combos that work well with it. But among them, there is this unicorn oracle deck that fits so perfectly with it. I don't know if it's because of the vibe, the vibration, or the messages that, there is something between these two decks. We would say that there are no unicorns in this deck, but something about them makes it so that they resonate together. And that's what I love about both of them. So they are staying together for now, and I have other combos with it, that's for sure. So yeah, this has been my biggest surprise this year. All right, let's continue with the next question, and it is about the crush. So my crush, always trees, the Tree Angel Oracle deck. So I have this deck for many years now, but I spent some time with it. I promised myself to explore the decks I love and rename them or kind of reconnect with them in another way. And this one I wrote and you will see that I have erased it because I wrote it with like a erasable pen. I explored all the cards in this deck, and I'm so amazed by the profundity of the messages, of the channelings, and of the drawings, and the accuracy of the oracle when you ask these questions. And it really, really confirms that the trees are angels. The trees are spirits filled with wisdom. They are not what we see. They are our brothers and sisters. They are superior in the intelligence they have, in the knowledge and the memories they carry. In that sense, they remember, we don't. And they carry that memory for all of us, not only humans, but for the earth itself. And that's why it's so important that we re-become friends with them again, and that we connect with them physically, not only through the cards and through the paper. They are here. The paper is from them. All these papers, all these oracles, we are with the tree realm. But to go and meet them, and also to find our tribe, our tree tribes. Because let's say if you live, I have been traveling to the north and the south, and they have different landscapes, they have different trees. And which ones resonate with you? Which ones, call your heart out? Which one call your name? And ask you for your collaboration for the next generations. And that's where it's very important to open our senses beyond the sight. We have to open our hearts. The trees connect a lot through the heart, through the hands, through the touch. We used to climb them when we were kids. Why aren't we climbing them now? Why aren't we getting closer to them instead of touching all the time, these electric tools, the computers and the phones? We need the electricity of trees. We need the electricity of the land. And for me, this is important. Another deck that I have been playing with is the Witch's Wisdom. Also, I wrote all the inspirations on the cards because I wanted to connect with the elders, and it's filled with trees again. So I'm feeling a love. My first oracle deck, the one I made, was about the trees, whispers from the trees, wisdom from the trees. And I still feel that love of trees even growing. And I'm seeing even more their importance in my life. So yeah, very, very beautiful deck. My favorite tarot card ever for now, and it's always here, it's the High Priestess from a tarot deck that I forgot its name, but I think I'll put it below. But this card has been accompanying me for many months now. I work and I watch it, and it opens me to channel right away. Because I'm teaching as a priestess at the Temple of Roses. It's really, you have these kind of portals in some tarot cards that just open you. And yeah, this one has been my companion, definitely. All right, the next question, tarot that makes me happy. To be honest, like all the cards make me happy. All the cards. I cannot show one because all of them make me happy. I stay with them for many, hours, sometimes just forgetting myself. They are all beautiful. Most beautiful deck for now, to be honest, is the Folktales tarot deck that I am just reconnecting with in this new version. I'm so much loving it. It feels like I am owning this deck, I'm enveloping it, I'm feeling it, especially with this back of the cards, that I really love. The edges, the black edges, the quality. I'm feeling kind of entering again the world of the Folktales tarot and learning from its wisdom. It's so profound. It has so much wisdom to offer from the unconscious world, from the archetypal world. And yeah, I feel I refound a friend after many years. I didn't play with it, I didn't touch it. And now I'm reconnecting with it again. So this is my favorite, like most beautiful for the moment. I'm really happy about this new edition. All right. The next question is why I want to buy by the end of the year. So there are two decks actually. So this is the Beast Tarot that I would love to have, but there is also another deck that I am creating with my friend Steph, Little Wonders, and it's about mindfulness and the little beautiful things that makes us happy. So that will be probably by the end of the year. A deck I didn't use yet for this year enough, I would say. And one of them is the She-Wolf Tarot. So, it's one of my favorite ones, and it's still on my collection because I really like it. But now that I am working on some goddess archetype this summer, I feel that this would be again on the table. And it's not only about the expression of the feminine in its wildness, but it feels that every deck has special messages that come to us on a certain moment, and that have message for us as a global consciousness. So I feel that this deck has messages at the moment, and that's why I want to get back to it. So it's a beautiful deck. It's unique. There is no other deck like it, I feel. So yeah, this I wish to get back. All right, the next already the last question is the favorite video, but wait a bit because I have other things. My favorite video would be, to be honest, I didn't make a lot of videos this year, but I did one about the feminine and masculine pack and trying to find the best combo with it. I loved that video because it allowed me to experiment so many decks and get them out from the closet and try them out. I really loved doing it. So you can check it out. It's on my playlist there. I want also, so I finished with the question, but I want to share with you, my exploration of the decks and oracles and tarot for now. One of the goals I had at the beginning of the year is journaling with oracles and tarot decks. And, I'm loving to get back to these decks, where I can journal and do poetry with. But also, I've been using more the drum and direct connection instead of using the oracle decks and tarot decks. That's I noticed. However, I am enjoying sharing my passion with people about the oracle decks and tarot, and I am preparing another meetup around the Grimm's stories. So I have been organizing these groups where we explore some myths and folktales such as Little Red Cape, Cinderella, and so many other stories with the tarot. So we discover the symbolism, the archetypes, and it has been so rich, so rich. You will never see these stories the same way again after you dive into them with tarot. And I'm doing another one this next week. If you want to join, you are most welcome. I will leave the link below. So this has been one of my goals, like journaling and sharing, storytelling, sharing things about tarot. So I'm very happy that I am still doing it and I'm having that fire again to go for it. Another goal that I had is to do kind of vibrational vibrational tarot reading or prayers, because I carry prayers for some people that want me to, just send me an email if you have someone sick, if you feel like you want, good vibration, good energy, no session like no session included, whatever, just send me an email and I will be happy, glad to just place something for you. So I've been doing that for some years now. I carry those prayers and those people with me when I travel, because I go on pilgrimages on sacred places and I place prayers for them. I light candles in whether it could be churches, temples, wherever it is appropriate. So that's what I did mostly this year. I didn't use a lot of the cards as I am used to, because I was not really at home. Uh, but I'm still carrying the prayers, and I think I will get back to these decks. I'm using mostly the Orasoma for now. And another thing, another goal that I have placed for myself is studying the tarot decks that I really love. I already did that with many decks, such as the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, or the Rain Shadow, the Trees Oracle, the one I showed you, the Birds Oracle. It has been beautiful exploration with that one. And now my next goal is to kind of make my study a little bit more profound with some oracle decks. I am also holding another event, talking about the oracle decks with the Oriental Mysteries, another oracle deck to help you see the wisdom of your name, and your life mission. So this has been something like a goal for me, and I'm really, really happy that I realized it and I have accomplished the Kickstarter campaign and so on. But now that's where I'm coming at, where I'm coming at is I want to make my study a little bit more profound, which means that I have to let go some decks. I have to declutter. I'm feeling now that heaviness of some decks, and also the necessity to let them go, because I have waited long enough and there is no connection. So there will be maybe a video in the next days or so where I will be sharing with you the decks that will leave my collection. If you are interested, there are some out of stock and out of print decks that are normal decks that you can find everywhere, but it's nice also to see the evolution of these cards. So I hope you enjoyed spending time with me through this video. I would love to know where you are at. Also, I've been watching many of your videos and I will still continue, because it's a very nice and very encouraging tag. So thank you again, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.